Hello.
All right, so we are answering some questions from our friends. And one of the questions we had, private message, was, who said I love you first, you or your husband?
Him.
Zach said I love you
He
first.
He did say I love you first. And I knew it was coming. So we were laying in bed naked.
Oh!
The next morning from a very fun night.
Sounds like it.
So most people don't know, but we only dated for 5 months before he proposed. We had a very short courtship.
Yeah.
And then I got pregnant really fast. He deployed again. So anyway, but he like rolled on top of me, like half on top of me, and I knew it was coming. And like he said, he was like laying on top of me, and he looked in my eyes and he said, "I love you."
Aww.
And I giggled. Like, imagine that. And so I said, "I love you too," after I was done laughing. But it wasn't laughing because I didn't love him. It was laughing because I was just awkward.
Oh.
But yeah, it was very sweet. And then he proposed not long after that. And then we had a baby. And then the rest is history. So.
Wow. We have such different stories.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly don't remember who said I love you first. And Dan and I met Dan when I was 18. We started dating shortly after we met, but we dated for 5 years before we got married.
5 years.
5 years, yeah, because I was young and I was terrified and in college and wanted to finish that shit before getting married.
You did things kind of by the book.
I mean, we moved in together 2 years into our relationship because we knew that we wanted to get married. But we also knew that we wanted to really be sure if it was the real deal. And so we waited. And I actually hadn't finished college yet when we got married. I was actually in my last year of college, by my undergrad, when we got married.
Now she's getting her PhD. Sorry.
I'm smart.
She is. She's very smart.
And I don't remember who said I love you first, but I remember like early in our relationship talking about really deep things like family and what we want out of life. And so like I would say in a way we were pretty serious pretty fast, but we were I don't really know.
Yeah. You didn't make it official for a while.
Yeah. I
think if he weren't in the military, we probably would have held off for a while.
Yeah. And Dan was just getting out of the military when we met. He was finishing his enlistment. He was in his last little bit of his enlistment, and then he did 2 years in the reserves while we were dating. But I would say even though we weren't married, we were still pretty serious. We lived together for 3 years before we got married.
I think that totally counts. If you live with someone, I would count that as married time.
Yeah. And the reason we moved in together was because I was starting my bachelor's degree, and I knew because I was working full-time and going to school full-time at night, I'm like, either we break up or we're serious and we move in together, otherwise we're never going to see each other. And we moved in together, and the rest is history. So yeah, I don't remember who said I love you first, honestly. I remember our first kiss though.
Kisses are fun.
And it was so funny. I was still living with my parents, and he would come see me at my parents' house, and I swear to you that my parents liked him better than they liked me. True story.
Is that the case still?
I think my mama likes me. She knows too much. She knows too much.
It's a 50-50.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. My dad definitely liked him a lot, which was very sweet.
I wish I could have known your dad.
Oh, my dad was so funny. He was so funny. He would have loved this whole comedy thing. Anyway, but I remember our first kiss, and he had come to visit me at my parents' house, and I walked him to his car, and I was so cold that and I was very tiny back then. I don't know what happened, but he took his jacket and put us both inside of it. It was like a pullover jacket.
That's adorable.
I know, we were both in it. We were holding each other, and it was so sweet.
He's gigantic.
Yeah, but he bent down and he gave me such a sweet kiss. And I was like waiting. It was like, you guys, it was like 3 months into dating, okay?
He hadn't kissed you?
No, which means we also hadn't had sex yet. I'm time, and my mom kept giving me the sex talk. She was like, you've been with this, he's not a boy, he's a man. He's gonna expect things at some point. Are you ready? What do you need? Do you need birth control? Are you ready? And my mom was just so upset. You know, she was great. My mom was so great. She had all the hard talks with me.
She did.
And that was our first little kiss. And I was so nervous about our first kiss that I used to like moisturize my lips with soft lips, you know?
Do you remember lip smackers?
Yes! Yes. And then he laid one on me and the rest is history. We could talk about my first time sometime, but
Oh gosh.
that also means if you just listen to that really carefully, yes, he was my first and only.
Oh boy.
We'll talk about that sometime.
Are we going to?
We should.
Okay.
Because I think it's not normal. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you're like the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
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 He's the one and only.
Why am I doing this? I'm brushing my boobies out.
All
I
right.
think I'm trying to get comfortable.
Stay tuned.
Okay, bye.